Alright, so here we are. Well, I say that every time. Monday, week 4, November 97. Last episode's Raw was Ken Shamrock and HBK have been going at it. What else? Stone Cold and The Rock going at it, with The Rock denying Stone Cold's challenge. Ahmed Johnson, D'Lo Brown are taking on LOD. And this week they're going to be on commentary for an LOD match against the Headbangers. Mankind and Kane have been confronting each other. Val Venus has been on a roll, making open challenges. And William Regal cheated to defeat Al Snow. And Owen Hart's status with the company is still unknown. So here we have Stone Cold once again challenge Rock to a match. The Rock God refuses, saying he doesn't need to face the jabroni or whatever. You know how it works. And then Stone Cold says, fine, I'm not going to ask you again. You're going to ask me for a match. Following that, Val Venus makes an open challenge. Jerry Lawler interviews him. We just have Jerry there for storyline purposes. None other than Jerry Lawler's Kid Grandmaster 6A responds and answers, and Val defeats him in the squash match. Building Val's momentum. Even though the rating's low, his momentum still needs to get higher and higher. Do that with wins. Have him get over in the storyline. Following that, Kane comes out in the ring and just chokeslams Too Cool, just cause he can. And then after that, Mankind finally gets an upper hand on Kane, and hits him with DDT. Kane no-sells it pretty much, but Mankind shows he can show some offense in on Kane, which is important at this point. Like, it's not a squash, but it's back and forth. After that, Al Snow cuts a promo on William Regal. I don't really know what he'd say. He'd be Al Snow, just goofy talking ahead, stuff like that. Following that, Shawn Michaels cuts a promo on Ken Shamrock and Owen Hart, saying that he doesn't care if Owen's with the company or not, and he doesn't care about Ken Shamrock, just being a douche. And then Al Snow defeats Savio Vega, who turned on him months ago, with the snowplow. And this is a good way for just put a book on Al Snow and Savio Vega, and have Al move on to William Regal, as he has been. But you gotta have that final concluding match with Al Snow going over. Let's bring the mic in closer. Alright. Here, D'Lo Brown and Ahmed Johnson cut a promo on Road Warriors before. Here, LOD squashes the Headbangers. One Animal defeats Thrasher by pinfall. Once again, Ahmed Johnson, D'Lo are on commentary. Following that, Nation attacks Road Warriors, and has them get the upper hand, gives them an advantage finally. Road Warriors have been looking strong for a long time now, so to give them, Ahmed and D'Lo's a good tag team in my opinion. That would be an interesting team. Here, Stone Cold cuts a promo on The Rock, like an announcer comes up and asks, some interviewer, Joe Schmo in the back, comes up and asks Stone Cold what he's planning for The Rock, like he was teasing earlier. Stone Cold says don't worry about it, and that's the bottom line. The Rock defeats Goldust. Stone Cold is on commentary. And then after the match, Stone Cold ends up attacking The Rock. And after beating him up, Stone Cold takes the Intercontinental title and leaves the ring. They did this thing in real life. I don't know exact time, place. I think it was later in the feud, but if not, I don't know. It was interesting. I really wanted to do that, so we'll see how it follows up next week. And then in the main event, Ken Shamrock and Eddie Guerrero defeated X-Pac and Triple H when Eddie pinned X-Pac with the Frog Splash. Having Eddie and Shamrock, once again, Shamrock is getting pushed hard. Get him over as much as possible. And that's before, he faces Shawn. So we want the best match possible. Definitely Shawn as his first defense as champion, considering Brett had such a great reign. And then after a match, DX gets the upper hand back on Shamrock and Eddie. This is done to get heat back on DX and then gain sympathy for Eddie and Shamrock. You know, have them just beat him down because you want the fans to really hate DX. And they're cool, but they're still dickheads. Final rating 83. Once again, typical, same old, same old. Alright, so last time I checked it was 17-12. And WWF and WCW destroys me here with a 4 better rating, with Giant defeating Sting. Bret Hart making his debut, I think, in the series, pretty much as WCW. Last week didn't count, against Lex Luger. And in no contest, Chris Jericho and the Public Enemy defeated Kanyon, Kalo, and then confrontation Flair and Hart. And wow, that's insane. The Outsiders lose to someone in Rocket Grunge. Who is it? Okay, just not gonna say. I can't even name who their tag titles. Squire David Taylor and Johnny Grunge. These two guys, both on the downhill. I wonder how much over he got from that match. None. He defeated Scott Hall and Kevin Nash and didn't get any more over. Oh my god, look at these guys, they're bums. I mean, David Taylor, a good performer, but he's 40. Johnny Grunge actually isn't too bad. A little overrated, actually, looking at it. But it's whatever. So, let's look at a competitor. Alright, so for this week, I'm going to show you guys Billy Kidman, who I signed to developmental after WCW signed Vader away from me. He's currently in my developmental brand FCW, working on his Rumble skills, because if you see, they're a little weak here. And I want to get those up. I like having guys, definitely someone like him. He's good, and I can call him up tomorrow. He's probably going to get called up soon, but his performance skills need a little work. Microphone skills need a little work, and his brawling skills need a little work. Definitely the brawling, it's up, but he doesn't need it. He's only 23. This works. His popularity is pretty basic. He's been developmental for a while, so hasn't really gone up or down, just stayed the same. His top 10 matches, one was against Randy Savage. That would have been an interesting match. Other than that, we'll call him up soon. He's probably, like, I know what I want to do with him when I call him up, and it's going to be, you know, typical. He's going to be an underdog type character, definitely, since he's going to be one of the smaller guys in my company, and probably going to call him up, actually, maybe very soon. I need baby faces, if you guys can, I'm, you know, getting Al Snow up. So that's it for, you know, I'm highlighting this week. Next week I'm going to highlight probably something from WCW, and, thank you for watching. Maybe comment. You don't have to. Whatever. Ooh, he's a good wholesome character, so good underdog. That's good. So thank you for watching, and have a good one.